Okay, we're back. Welcome back. We should have a couple chats with people on board. We could check in with Tali and Garrus. Garrus!
Good to see you.
You've been with C-Sec a while. Have you seen much action?
Well,
Or
not
head
as
to
much
Pharos.
as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating him?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We
Tasty.
usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the Psychos. I remember this one Elcor diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs, had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
What'd you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
What?
Yeah? Go on.
One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
That's pretty messed up.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it.
Gee, you think?
Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but C-Sec headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs, but they wouldn't listen.
It's not worth the risk. You pursue the vessel and disable it. That's the best choice.
They sent the military after him, but he got away just the same. Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did.
Then later you actually
All
did.
they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
I suppose I can see both sides. But what's done is done.
I suppose. Can't waste too much time worrying about it now. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Saleon, I want to be there when you find him.
The early version of Loyalty Quest. On that note, should we keep talking to Ashley? I was gonna walk away without talking to Ashley. Probably gonna let Ashley live, not because I'm a fan. I just think she's a good foil for Shepard in the later games.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm off duty until tomorrow. I was gonna have a small drink. Bit of a celebration. If you're interested.
Why?
What's the occasion?
It's Armistice Day, when the First Contact War ended. My family always marks it. Since I'm the only Williams aboard, I thought I'd ask you.
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26 years ago.
Not that long?
In our family, it's not really a celebration, more like an obligation. Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
There's almost nothing in your files. Technical scores and a list of crap assignments.
There's a reason for the crap assignments.
Crappy soldier?
I'm General Williams' granddaughter.
Just
commander
spitballing.
of the Shanxi garrison in the war. The only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
I see. That's why you drive yourself so hard.
A Williams has to be better than the best, if only to avoid suspicion. That's what my dad told me the night before he retired. Takes a special kind of thick-headed to march into a job where your family's blacklisted. I did it anyway. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserved better than that.
What happened to your grandfather after the war?
He was relieved of command as soon as Shanxi was liberated. They brought him back to Earth in irons, but there was never a trial. They quietly demoted him and stuck him behind a desk. He retired a year later and spent the rest of his life working construction in the colonies. Sometimes we hear about attempts to get him exonerated in some official way. Nothing ever comes of him.
As I recall, your grandfather held out for a long time.
The Turians wrecked the orbitals in the first wave and occupied the major cities. They sat in orbit, dropping rocks on anything that moved. Granddad dispersed the troops, but when they went into the cities for supplies, the Turians would wreck a block to eliminate one fire team. Civilians were dying, his troops were starving, and he couldn't contact Alliance High Command. So he surrendered the garrison.
Well, no wonder you turned out the way you did.
Is this why you're always going on about the Council?
If everyone else can look at Shanxi and say, this is why humanity needs to be stronger, then so can I. I'm entitled. So now you know. Gonna kick me off the ship, Skipper?
Tempting, but no.
You're part of the team, Williams. I don't care what your grandfather did or didn't do.
Not to get all cheesy, but you're the first CO who's ever said that to me. Thanks, Skipper. But anyway, I've got things to do before we land. I'm sure you do too.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Let's check in with Tali.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
It was so mopey last time.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Steren's our top priority.
Message for you,
but with
Commander.
all the
Just came in
wars
over a
we
secure
went, I
channel.
was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
Yes. Blood Wolf. Hell yeah. 1 year. Thank you. Thank you for your sub. You rock. Thank you for supporting this stream like you do. Thank you so much. Can we get some love in chat for Blood Wolf? Welcome back, Rex. Cheers, Blood Wolf. Cheers to you. Thank you for that. Thank you very much. Most excellent.
What are you hoping to find?
Usually, people bring back something like a derelict ship
If
we can
you're
use
out
for
there.
salvage. But I need something bigger. There's a lot expected of me.
What's so special about you?
You can have the
My
Normandy. How about
father.
that?
He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
Princess Tali?
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen. But it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
That must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian's ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth.
About a
They've
Geth.
changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
What was your father like?
It wasn't easy growing up as the daughter of one of the Admiralty. Even before he joined the board, he was a prominent figure. People looked to him for leadership. He had to set an example, and he expected the same of his daughter. Plus, he was pretty strict, a military man through and through. He never allowed me to settle for anything less than excellence. As a kid, I sometimes felt like he was pushing me too hard. But now I'm old enough to appreciate what he taught me. The world doesn't owe us anything. If we want something in life, we have to earn it.
Sounds like a tough upbringing. You don't resent your father at all?
Like I said, it wasn't easy. My father's not the kind of person you bond with, and he wasn't around all that much. Too busy. People counted on him, and he took his duties seriously. Even when he was around, he always seemed a bit distant, like his mind was always somewhere else. Come to think of it, I can't ever remember seeing him smile. Not once. It's like he was always weighed down by all that responsibility. I mean, I know he cares about me, but he never really showed it, not in the usual way. I guess the best thing I can say about my father is that I respect him.
Where was your mother in all this?
Mother was around, but she always seemed to kind of blend into the background. Almost like she was overshadowed by my father. He tends to do that to people. She passed on about 5 years ago. Some airborne virus that swept through the fleet. Happens sometimes when the filters start to break down. I think my father took it pretty hard. After she was gone, he became even more focused on his work. I think that was his way of dealing with the grief.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
Like, I should go.
See you later.
Right, that was pretty good. Anyone else we really want to check in right now? Check in with. Liara, we gotta check in with Liara. How can I keep forgetting Liara? I take for granted she's my girl, but we gotta actually talk to her or that's never gonna happen. Boy, that'd be a pretty big flub. Let's go check in with Liara. Joe. Ah, sorry, capped.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Always want to ask you something. You don't
Tell
always
me
want
about
to
yourself,
talk.
Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau. I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
Tell me about it.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha, you share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
I think I did the touching, but carry on.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Oh, I'm gonna hold you to it.
I should go.
Goodbye.
I expect to be examined in depth. Tell me where your lab is. I'll hop on your slab. We can pass on chatting with Kaidan, can't we? Finally, let's go to Pharos. That's odd. I know they've been doing a lot of layout changes, Bloodwolf, but I'm not sure what's going on there. Video doesn't freeze. What other stuff does? Seastar! Happy Friday, Jay and Starship. Seastar, shouldn't you be asleep? I guess it's Friday night. Seastar's up late. Welcome. Glad you can make it. How's Friday been? Tell us something good. Anakin Beta. It's poke around. Since we didn't come here looking for matriarch writings, let's jump around at Hercules for a second. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll get one of our last 3 matriarch writings.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Normandy, this is Alliance Command. We're detecting your presence in the Attican Beta Cluster. One of our surveillance drones was gathering intel on Geth activities in the region when it was spotted and shot down. You need to go groundside and recover the drone's data module before the Geth find it.
That is a good point. Sea Star, technically Saturday. I think you should stay up the whole night when it's Midsummer's Eve. Just a Midsummer's Eve. Yeah. I'll let you do the staying up all night. Medallion recovered. League of One medallion. East in lead molding. Elitania, marking it down on my list. Since we're staying on mission. Moment. The Taurus survey says heavy metal, large gold deposit. Bloodwolf, it's with every streamer. It's specific to a particular. Which is it? Happening with every streamer. It's not specific to a particular stream. But that's still weird. The video works and other elements of the page are getting wonky for you. It's strange. Twitch has been making a lot of layout changes. Sharing. Survey says Prothean data disk. Saw that wall of text. Got excited. It's the matriarch writings we really need. Quana. Survey says light metal. Deposits of cobalt.
The Iceman cometh.
Iceman. It didn't start that way. What's up? You know what? Let me go add Ice Cat right now if I can while I'm thinking about it. RayTTV. Manage. How you doing, Iceman? Happy Friday to you. Ice Cat has been added. It may not start working right away. It might not be until tomorrow, but Ice Cat's been added. Really rough Friday, that's all you'll say. Glad it's over, getting ready for Styx. Okay, enough said. Hope Styx is good. Hope you can relax this evening. Ryan, welcome back. You just got your mic delivery. Finally. Sweet. You should be ready for Monday. You're looking to stream on Monday again, right? Cheers. What did you end up with for a microphone? Barros. Let's go. The Exogeny Corporation has founded a pilot colony on Pharos to explore the Prothean ruins that blanket 2/3 of the planet's landmass. The atmosphere is fouled with dust. Terrestrial travel is hampered by crumbled debris dozens of meters deep. There are indications that Pharos was a much colder world in the past. Pharos has 2 large moons, Orkin, the Farther, and Vardit. Population only 300. Nice. New chair. Iceman getting a DX Racer. It's coming tomorrow. And you're streaming 8 hours tomorrow. Sweet. Hey, Floridan. Yeah, that is a bit sad, but have hope. Never know. Sweet, Ryan, same one. That's what I'm using is the Yeti, the Blackout. I love the mic, I hate the mute. Soon you will hate the mute button too.
Yes, Commander?
Presley. Hello, goodbye.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so who's coming? Pharaohs. Garrison Liara. Yes, Geth. But...
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
The armor that we bought for Shepard the other day turned out to be a good move because we still haven't looted anything better that she can use. We do have some better guns on board now. I've got my Spectre pistol, and I could take the Spectre assault rifle as my backup weapon. Thinking maybe we give that to Garrus. Should we hook Garrus up? We can always take it back. High caliber barrel. We sold all our other upgrades. Alright, Bloodwolf. We should still be here if you're running out to the store. We'll see when you get back. Iceman, shower time. Have a good night, all. You too, man. I guess I got confused if you were streaming tonight and tomorrow or just tomorrow, but I think you're prepping for a stream tonight. Does that sound right? Have a good one either way. Have a good night, Iceman. Three today, 8 tomorrow. Excellent. Did you already start Styx, or is this the beginning?
We saw your ship. Faidan wants to speak with you immediately.
Faidan?
Who's Faidan?
He's our leader. He needs your help to prepare for the Geth. They're making another push. Please, up the stairs past the freighter. Look out!
Yes, trooper and a shock trooper. Roger, roger. Seastar needs a beauty sleep, even though it's nightless midsummer. Just dropped in to say hi, and now good night. Have a great rest of the stream. Seastar, have a nice midsummer's eve. And I won't say sleep well, but have fun. Have a good night. We'll catch you later. Freaky, twitchy things.
All clear.
Those Geth are bloody dangerous.
Glad to see some soldiers. Our numbers are getting thin.
The Geth will surely kill us all.
I fear the Geth will kill us all.
Yeah, that's what your friend said.
There. You'll get through this. Just relax. The Geth just keep coming.
Hello, Off-Worlder. I'm glad that we aren't totally forgotten by the rest of the galaxy.
Dear, please try to rest. You're not ready to speak.
But they should know. I mean, they are very important. Yes. That's better.
Is there anything I can do for you?
I'm fine. I just need to try to think clearly. It's just a lingering pain from the last attack. I'll be fine.
I can't see any significant damage, but something is clearly causing her pain.
Please, just let her rest. She just needs rest.
Public extranet terminal. Alright, so Celador, I think we should play through it, but I'm really curious. This is the part where you can do that skip through a door right to the end section. Miss like 90% of the planet. And what was that? You said something about crouching near a door that involves saving and reloading. What, can you share a little more? We're gonna play it through, but...
Oh, Commander. I'm glad they finally sent somebody to help us.
You're a bit late, aren't you?
Arcelia. Sorry, Commander. Everyone's on edge since...
What's that?
We've got Geth in the tower!
You got Geth everywhere!
Protect the heart of the colony!
You've got Geth like other people have flames. You get in cover on the door, then crouch, quick save and load. Ryan, what are you planning on playing between Mass Effects? It's not firm. It's not set yet. I have not decided. Could be anything from... We'll almost definitely play some smaller games, like I think we'll play Abzu in between, but that won't be the only thing we play in between. We might play something like Tomb Raider or Resident Evil, one of, or Mankind Divided, or I don't want to commit to it because I haven't decided yet, but we'll probably play something small and maybe even something else meaty before. Let's see. That beefed up marksman. Man, Master Marksman is really nice. 2 shots per second. You can really keep shooting. It's just you don't overheat. You hardly overheat. Difference is so nice.
Please, don't let me die.
Don't let me die. Well, then take cover. That's the skip. So let me see, back in the last hall. We're not doing it, I'm just kind of want to know where. So... This, the elevator to the Skyway? Is that it? Oh, the link. Cool, thanks. If anybody's curious about that skip here, check out that link Celador just posted. That should do it. Tower's clear.
Now we can update Faidan and get a vehicle safely out of the Normandy. The Geth base is our next objective.
Plutonium rounds, cryo rounds. Phoenix 5, light human. We already checked that. We had a set. It was no better for Shepard. Yeah, slightly better tech, biotic protection, less shields, less damage protection. No thanks. Why are we getting so much Phoenix armor? That's what Liara and Garrus are wearing. They both have good medical interfaces. I've got medical interface 5. We've got an extra. Liara's got medical interface. Let's give her a better one. Medical interface 5 for Liara. Garrus has got shield regen. Okay, he can have first aid interface. Shield is nice and all, but I don't want to have to use heals if I don't have to. Don't have to use Metagel. 1.5 is not a lot, but it's something. Okay, Faidan. Now will you talk?
The tower's secure. Thanks to you, Commander.
I'm just glad your colony's safe.
I appreciate your concern and your efforts against the Geth.
They may have been slowed, but they'll be back. They always come back.
What do they want?
If you want answers, go ask them yourselves.
We don't know what they're after. They came, they attacked us, that's all we know.
Don't be snooty.
Their main base is at the ExoGeni headquarters. A good place to start looking if you want answers.
How do I get there?
The Skyway leads directly to ExoGeni headquarters. You can't miss it.
Of course, there's an army of Geth between here and there.
No problem.
I didn't expect this would be easy.
Then maybe I can get this colony operational again.
What do you need done to get this place back on its feet?
We need those Geth destroyed.
Yeah, we got that part.
Arcelia's right. There are still Geth in the tunnels. We also have more mundane problems like food, water, and power.
Yeah, totally mundane problems.
I'm not sure where we stand
Food,
on those matters.
Water,
you should
power.
talk to the people overseeing them.
Is there anything I can do to solve your water shortage?
Maka Doyle has been assigned to that particular issue. If you have any insight to offer, please speak with her.
What's wrong with the colony's power supply?
May O'Connell is working on our power problems. She'd know more about it than I do.
You mentioned something about a food shortage.
Davin Reynolds is tasked with securing food for the immediate future. If you can assist, please speak with him.
Do you have information about Geth in the lower tunnels?
Nothing new. They're in the tunnel somewhere, likely guarding a transmitter.
You guys are useless. How do you expect to get a colony up off the ground?
Right now, but getting rid of that transmitter will help us defend against further attacks.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Can't defend yourselves, can't feed yourselves, can't do anything.
This place is a mess.
This place is a mess. Garrus said it. Not even kidding. You sure you don't want to talk anymore?
You'll have to forgive my wife. Calantha's not in her right mind. She just needs to relax and accept what's happened.
What happened to your wife?
The constant attacks have strained us all. She'll adapt. We all have.
Is there anything I can do for her?
No, she just needs time. Time to absorb everything. We'll be fine.
Tell me about the colony.
I can't tell you much about that. You'd best ask Faidan if you really must know.
He's not helpful.
Why can't you tell me? I just want to know about the colony.
Faidan is our leader. Who better to answer questions about the colony?
Fine then.
Do you know anything about this planet?
Just what I was told by Colonial Affairs. It's a little different from what they claimed. It's not all bad, though. When the Geth are gone, we'll have a chance to create something even more spectacular than before.
I have to go.
Please do what you can to stop the attacks.
You're the one who repelled that last wave.
Yeah.
They'll be back. And if the Geth don't kill us, we'll die of hunger soon enough.
Are you doing anything to remedy the situation?
Standing here.
I need to boost rations with Varen meat, but it's too dangerous. The Alpha Varen, he's huge and he's mad. Rabid, maybe. Totally uncontrollable. I can't do anything until he's dead.
Tell me about hunting Varen.
Hunting them is impossible while fending off the Geth. On the positive side, they'll attack anything, even those damn synthetics. The big Alpha Varen is the real problem. He's mad, erratic, completely unpredictable.
I have to go.
So long,
Nice work with those Geth. Glad you showed up. I still need the power cells for this generator, though.
Jennifer Hale doing an extra voice.
Would it help if I brought in some power cells from the Normandy? We can certainly spare a few.
Your top-of-the-line ship doesn't use the same parts as the old generator we've got. The cells just aren't compatible.
I think it might be.
If I find anything while I'm looking around, I'll send it your way.
Thank you, Commander. I appreciate it.
I'm sorry, but I can't stop to talk. I have to deal with the water shortage.
Is there anything I can do?
The utilities building
I don't know. Is there anything you can do?
Geth control. Find the
That's
mains
what I was
and turn them
thinking
back
for.
on. Until then, this colony is dry.
I have a ship fueled and ready to go. I could bring water in.
Unless you plan to make a
It was
trip every few
lit.
days, that wouldn't really solve our problem. We need to be self-sufficient.
I have to go.
You want to be self-sufficient? Then be self-sufficient.
Commander, I was told to make my supplies available to you if you wish.
Let me see what you have.
Of course. I may be able to provide a few interesting items.
Got a license. Really, we can't? Oh, we have 47,000. I thought we had 4,000. Armory license, okay. Alright, so we got a few secondary quests here. Power cells, find the cells for the power problem. Find the Varen meat by killing the Alpha Varen, then they can hunt Varen. Deal with the Geth in tunnels. Transmitter. Get to Exogeny headquarters. We should save here. Dad knows all, apparently. Can't put one over on him. So, here's the elevator to the Skyway. There's already one in there.
Watch out!
Yes, welcome.
I don't know how much more I can take.
But you should have been able to take one. One drone. You guys set my Mako on fire? No, just like it. Can't hit us, can it? Okay, it can.
The last batch went south. What are they looking for?
We are receiving
Yeah, I
a
think
weak
so, Ryan.
comm signal.
One day.
I cannot pinpoint its location through the Geth interference.
Hardly eager, but I feel like we should.
More on the comm, but I still can't get a fix on it.
Any sign of movement? Lisbeth could still be in there. It's only been a few days. She's my daughter. I'll wait as long as I have to.
I'm not expecting anything of the sort, Ryan. But the I don't want to say too much, but I've watched the ending now. Watched Iceman play through the ending, and I've discussed some of the plot and end with Iceman. We are Wu, and I find
I'm on my way.
I have a little more interest in seeing the story play out. Knowing what it builds to and what it lays out for possible, hopefully, future games. That gave me enough. That gave me enough that I want to see it play out. But that's about it. I'm not expecting them to add much of anything to it. Not at this point. As I'm sure you heard, they're putting it on ice. It seems unlikely they're going to pump out a lot of content for it. Maybe something will change.
That's close enough.
Relax, Jong. They're obviously not Geth.
Get back, Juliana. Who are you? What do you want?
Well, we can't convince Ethan that we're here to help. Paranoia doesn't begin to describe this guy's problem.
Commander Shepard, I'm here to remove your Geth problem.
You see? You worry too much.
And you trust too easily, Juliana.
I'm just glad to see a friendly face. I thought we were the only humans left on this planet.
Phi Dan and some of the members of Zeus Hope are still alive.
I thought you said they were all dead.
I said they were probably all dead.
They're surviving, but the Geth really hit them hard.
We know what that's like. Those damn synthetics are relentless.
Are we getting close to their base?
You're almost there. They're holed up in the Exogeny headquarters, just a bit further down the Skyway.
Those headquarters are private property, soldier. Remove the Geth and nothing else.
Dude.
I'm not interested in your company's secrets.
Commander, before you go, my daughter, Lisbeth, she's missing.
They shouldn't waste time poking around. We can do a proper accounting of our casualties after the Geth are gone.
Yeah, starting
That's
with you,
my daughter
Ethan.
You're talking about. She's still alive. I know it.
Where's your daughter, Juliana?
She was working in the Exogeny building when the attacks came.
Oh, yeah, there were several places she could hide. For a short time.
If she's in there, I'll get her out.
Thank you, Commander. Thank you.
Do you know what the Geth are after?
I have no idea. We certainly haven't found anything of use. Something Exogeny is keen to remind us of.
We need to recoup our expenses. It's nothing personal.
Tell me about the colony.
We established ourselves here 4 years ago. Growth was steady until the attacks. Our biggest challenge has been the lack of resources. There's just so little here of value. Still, we were making a go of it. It was even starting to feel like home.
What brought you here?
I guess I thought this would be the start of a new life. I wanted to go where I could feel like I was making a difference. Instead, everything we built is destroyed. It's very hard not to lose hope.
Speaking of hope...
How did you get split up from the Zoo's Hope colony?
Most of us lived closer to the Exogeny building. Zoo's Hope was mostly used as a port. When the Geth hit, we scattered. Until you told us about the others, we assumed they were killed in the first wave. If we had known they were still alive, we might have attempted to join them.
They're fairly secure now. Maybe you should do that.
No. I don't think that's a good idea. We have no vehicles, and the Skyway offers little protection.
You hand me
Like
that
the
gun.
building we're in now?
Listen, our best hope is to sit tight and wait for company reinforcements. They'll come eventually.
Nope. You've got us. That's all you're gonna get, Ethan.
What was the building used for?
Oh, yeah, we repurposed that structure to serve as headquarters for Exogeny. That's mostly offices with a number of light-duty R&D labs.
Exogeny is a master at repurposing anything and everything.
The company has to make a profit somehow, Juliana. Feros is a long way from self-sufficient.
Stay bunkered down until I find out what the Geth are after.
Of course. And please remember, if you see my daughter...
I was hoping you'd have a moment to speak with me. I've got a bit of a problem.
What do you need?
I need to retrieve some data. It's not a big job, but it pays well.
I'm listening.
Good. Poking around in the ruins has become a bit too dangerous for me.
People are quick to assume we enjoy being in hazardous situations.
It's not that bad, really. All you need to do is find my console at Exogeny headquarters and drop the data onto this OSD. It's that simple.
I'll look around if I get the chance.
I appreciate it. That data could be worth a lot of money. Of course, this all depends on getting out of here alive.
Tell me about the data I'm getting for you.
Plans for a few prototype mods. I'm a freelancer. Some of my mods are highly sought after.
Why work in the middle of nowhere if your skills are so useful?
Maybe I've got a bit of the frontier spirit in me. That, and the alternative is a bit too secure for my liking. Freelancers don't have to worry about security as much, so long as we keep a low profile.
Time to get moving.
Just keep in mind...
Yes! We just vaulted him out of here. Ethan! Pop, you're gone. That would be brilliant. Right, we got our tasks. Let's go in. About 15 minutes or so, we're gonna take our last break of the day. Keep going for a bit. We just get 4 for 1.
You owe us for this. The Skyway is crawling with Geth. Package is secure. We're leaving now. Wait. Shut down the comm. We've got incoming Geth. Damn it! Shut down the comm!
Is there something in there? Might be. I almost never go in here. Same voice actor for Barlavan, Gavin. And what did we just get hung up on? What do you think about that colonist, the one who sounded like another Jennifer Hale? Years ago, I would not have noticed. But now that I've heard her in so many games, I'm starting to get used to some of her vocal variations. Oh, that's her child's voice. That's, yeah, all of that. Yeah, that room. Possibly get a save. I don't know. Is that a firm no? Damn. Well, is it worth it? What do you think? See, that's the problem with this room right there. You guys stay. Is stay. All for a kinetic buffer, a combat scanner, and a cryo explosive. I don't know, guys. Just leave that armature alone. It's tempting, though. I tell them to leave it alone, and then I walk back in. Why? Don't know. Chunk of XP. Ryan, interesting the way they show the laser moving while time is stopped. Not sure if it's moving so fast or a gameplay limitation. You know, I've never put enough thought into that, but the way the sniper lasers, are you talking about the sniper lasers? The way they kind of hang like a tracer in the air. Always been a little peculiar.
A one-way trip down, Commander Shepard.
Hello, Miss Tassoni. Going down.
Damn it! I'm so sorry. I thought you were Geth, or one of those Baron.
Well,
you're safe now. But why were you here in the first place?
It's my own fault. Everyone else was running, and I stayed to back up data. Next thing I knew, the Geth ship latched on, and the power went out. I was trapped. I tried to get out, but the way was blocked.
A few Geth won't stop me.
It's not.
Did she just say you look like a Baron? I think she did.
Anyone else getting access to the...
I'm here for the Geth. It's very important that I find out what they're after.
I don't know for certain, but I'm guessing they're here for the Thorian.
Thorian? I have never heard of such a thing.
It's an indigenous life form. ExoGenny was studying it.
What else can you tell me? Do you know where I can find this Thorian?
I might be able to, but not with those Geth crawling around everywhere. Look, we need to get out of here, past that field.
Do you know how we can shut it down?
No, not exactly. But I think the Geth ship is powering it. I've noticed the Geth laying power cables everywhere. You could follow those cables, but there's Geth all over the place.
Tell me what you know about the Thorian.
I really don't know that much about it. I think it's some kind of plant being. I know it's very old. Thousands of years even.
Why do you think the Geth would be interested in the Thorian?
It's just a plant. I don't know why the Geth would care. ExoGeni was studying it, but I don't think they found anything special.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm just a research assistant for ExoGeni. I came here with my mother. I don't even know if she made it out alive.
She's with some others from the colony. She's safe for now.
She's alive? Oh, thank God. I thought I was the only one left. Please, Commander, just get that field down so I can see my mother again.
You stay put. I'll go open some doors.
Oh, here, take my ID. This should get you past any locked doors. Good luck with that field.
Actually, let me drop a save in here, because we've got incoming. It's always a little squirrely, too, with all these Varen coming in. Hey! It brought up the power wheel and it didn't freeze that first time. Yeah, okay, just do whatever you guys want. Get him? Is there one more? Okay.
Stupid machine. Access encrypted files.
I think we left one Varen behind because it didn't show up.
No,
it's probably eating Elizabeth right now. Elizabeth Bainham.
I am unable to comply. Please contact your supervisor.
Damn it! Tell me what I want or I'll blast your virtual ass into actual dust.
S.
Please contact your supervisor for a level 4 security exemption or make an appointment with...
Stupid machine!
Stupid machine! Please step aside. There is a queue forming behind you for the use of this console.
Sounds like a super mutant. You need to kill someone. Why did you guys not do the thing with the stuff? And the killing and the... Urgh!
ExoGeni Corporation reminds all staff that the discharging of weapons while on company property is strictly forbidden. Welcome back, Research Assistant Elizabeth Bainham. What can I do for you?
How do you know I'm Lisbeth?
Your access card identifies you as Elizabeth Bainham. Is there something you require, Dr. Bainham?
What information was the last user attempting to access?
Fetching data. The previous user was attempting to access details on the study of subject species 37, the Thorian.
Tell me everything you told the Krogan.
I was unable to provide the previous user with any relevant data. Aside from lacking proper access, there has been no new data available on species 37. All sensors monitoring the observation post at Zoo's Hope have been inactive for several cycles.
What does Zoo's Hope have to do with the Thorian?
Species 37 is located within the substructure of the Zoo's Hope outpost.
Tell me everything you know about the Thorian.
The Thorian is a simple plant life form that exhibits a sentient behavior uncommon with other flora. Through dispersion and the eventual inhalation of spores, it can affect and control other organisms, including humans. The Zoo's Hope control group has yielded interesting results. Before sensors went offline, almost 85% of all test subjects were infected.
Are you saying ExoGeni knew its people were getting infected?
It was deemed necessary to assess the true potential of Species 37.
That explains their strange behavior.
You should contact Joker.
Joker! Come in, Joker! Damn it! That field's blocking us.
We must find a way around the field. We must get back to Zoo's Hope.
VI, what can you tell me about the Geth ship and the field it's generating?
I have limited data on the Geth. They have effectively blocked all sensors within the facility. I have detected unusual power fluctuations, but am unable to determine the source.
Please access my personal files.
Elizabeth Bainham, Research Assistant, Biomedical Division, Security Level 4 exemption. You are currently under probation due to disagreements with management over established company policy. These sanctions may be lifted if your next evaluation is more agreeable.
What triggered the probation?
You were marked as combative about the operations of the Zoo's Hope project, specifically regarding the handling of the infected colonists. As a result, you were tasked with monitoring the safety of the colonists for the duration of the observation.
Oh, Manny, and I guess if they're not on sale now, they won't be, because now Steam's doing static sales throughout. Dirt 4, everyone's gone to the Rapture. Not on sale, huh? Shadow of Mordor for $4. Good deal there.
Tell me about the Thorian.
Wait, you already did.
Species 37 was discovered several weeks ago when a small team was infected with spores while examining ruins near the Zoo's Hope outpost. The outpost was quarantined immediately, and study of the infection began. Within 21 days, 58% of colonists exhibited altered behavior. Within 28 days, 85%.
What's the size of this thing?
The Thorian appears to be a diffused creature. Its cognitive abilities are centered in large nerve bundles, but it receives data from kilometers of meandering tendrils. We have discovered bundles approximately 1 meter in diameter, but these seem insufficient to coordinate the massive sensory potential it possesses. It may simply process such stimulation slowly, or perhaps there is a nerve cluster of a greater magnitude we have not yet encountered.
Is it intelligent? Can I reason with it?
The Thorian does not exhibit the focused behavior of a predator. The release of spores is an act of survival, not aggression. It does trigger advanced behaviors in the humans it enslaves, but we have yet to discover whether it recognizes or is capable of recognizing humans as more than tools. It is sufficiently alien as to defy classification at this time.
Do you know how the creature controls its slaves?
The will subversion manifests as intense pain if directives are ignored. The effect is severe enough that subjects are soon conditioned against even minor thoughts of rebellion.
Remember the woman in
Observation
distress
suggests
back
the
at the
Thorian views its thralls
colony?
in a utilitarian way. Care is apparently taken to avoid injuring them, much as a craftsman avoids damaging his tools. As long as no action is taken against the creature's objectives, the subjects are free to pantomime a normal existence until specifically tasked with something.
Where's the center of this thing?
The Thorian is present as a weave of tendrils across much of the lower surface of Pharos. Observation of enslaved subjects suggests there may be key clusters that are tended by thralls. Unfortunately, direct observation of Species 37 is limited, or non-existent.
I want to know about ExoGeni Corporation.
ExoGeni Corporation is at the forefront of human expansion in the new galactic economy, funding colonial development and securing resource rights to ensure our progress as a species. Further inquiries regarding company policy may be directed to Consumer Information Services during regular business hours.
Who's in charge here? Who organized the research?
All decisions about local resource analysis and acquisition are made by on-site management, deferring to the board of directors only when seasonal quotas are missed or exceeded. Individual employee records are confidential.
What do you know about the Geth?
I have no specifics on the Geth as they relate to this facility. All sensors have been purposely decommissioned since their arrival.
That's enough for now.
Going to standby mode.
Me too, going to standby mode. It's break time, break time, break time. If you've been sitting here for the past hour and a half, like me, get up and stretch your legs, go grab a drink, smoke them if you got them. This break might be a little bit longer. It's our last break. Oh, that doesn't sound right. Long. Got about 10 minutes in songs. Might be a 10-minute break. It might be a little shorter. It depends. I need to get out of the chair for a little bit. So let's play a few songs, and then got those. That one, that one. We need one more. We need one more. Okay, got some songs lined up. We'll be back here in a few. We'll finish Pharos. I think we'll finish Pharos today. Yeah.